morning. Welcome everyone to the 9th Annual Art Battle. This event was started to celebrate the visual arts and to introduce you all to a professional guest artist and their craft. Today, we will also be hearing from the music faculty and the students that went on the Cuba music trip in February. I'm so looking forward to this morning with all these talented artists and performers. Last year, we showcased our resident artist, Mr. Kevin Stewart, and his stunning hidden talent. This year, I would like to welcome our guest artist, who some of you might have painted with before on the Grade 9 Challenge Week trip to Killarney, Mr. Peter Taylor.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Peter Taylor. I've been a professional artist for the last 30 years. I first started to paint and draw fairly seriously in high school, grade 10, and developed a portfolio to go to a school called Sheridan College for commercial illustration, which I did for 10 years, but realized I really just wanted to dig into my paint box and get out just like the group of 7 and paint and draw. So I draw all my inspiration. A lot of my inspiration is Canadian landscape, a lot of the French Impressionists, a lot of abstract artists and sculptors. As I get older and more seasoned as a painter, I'm really enjoying most art. Anybody who makes anything, I get inspiration from, and that includes you kids as well. I think right now it is a very interesting time, and this is a time where we should really stay inspired, and we can, because we're inside, and we should be picking up all different kinds of mediums. Acrylic, an oil, pen and ink, graphite, grab some clay, Play-Doh, grab your tablet, do something on the computer. Just keep on trying different things and taking risks. You know, I'm certainly not grading you here. Just draw and write and make. I've made a challenge for myself throughout this time to create at least one very large painting a month and a whole bunch of small ones, and this is one of them right here. Doing the 12-minute challenge was a blast. It was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to start doing 1-hour paintings on time lapse every single day. Maybe that's another one of my morning routines. But I think it's important to have a creative routine and stick with it. And by the end of a month or two, when all of this is done, you're going to have this incredible portfolio. So keep on making art. Stay inspired. I miss you. At the Adventure Week in Killarney. I did that for 2 years, and I was so looking forward to being with you kids up in Killarney and teaching and making. Where's my box? There it is. Yes, thank you, Mr. Stewart, for giving me this box. Look at that painting. Look at all the paint in there. It's a mess. Have a cleaner palette than that, please. But anyway. We will do that next year, I hope. I'll probably be getting out into the field and also recording myself painting. Maybe I'll send some of that to you as well. So stay inspired, keep on painting, and I look forward to seeing some of your work. All right, take care. Have a great day. Hey, everyone. I'm giving you a little tour of my studio that I just tidied up. Here are some of my small paintings. Most of these paintings are all done on site, outside. I generally work in oil of 100%, but sometimes I work in acrylic. Some bigger ones here from Lake Superior. Some of my brushes. Some more on-site paintings, and lots and lots of paint. Here is a big piece that I'm working on right now, 36 by 48 inch of from Provincial Park, my favorite little park in Ontario. It's so sweet, I love it. So I'm just working away at this and getting a lot of those colors in. I like working with a red or iron oxide background because I find white to be quite stark. As you can see, this would be the very beginning of something quite big. This is a 5 by 5 foot. Not sure what it's going to be. Might be a big sky. A couple of commissions I have. And this is a big painting from Algoma, Lake Superior, that I just finished up. think it's 52 by 58 inches. So on the large size. What are my drawings? I like to go back to my drawings. It's always good to go back to your drawings when you're painting a lot. And when you're painting a lot, go back to your drawings. Yeah, there you go, everybody. About a 400 square foot studio. I'm very happy to have it. Very happy to live in the country. All right. Have a great day.
Welcome to York's 9th Annual Art Battle. Now it's time for our student artists and Peter Taylor to create an art piece in 12 minutes. And here are our student artists by grade. For middle school, representing grade 6, we have Leah. Representing grade 7, we have Mandy. And representing grade 8, we have Catherine. For our senior school, Olivia and Ashley will be representing grade 9, Sasha will be representing grade 10, Lily will be representing grade 11, and Ellie will be representing grade 12. Artists, choose your tools, paintbrush, pencil, or mouse, and let the battle commence.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Thank you to all of our student artists and Mr. Peter Taylor for sharing their talents this morning. These artworks are beautiful. The works created during our 9th Annual Art Battle will be on our loops in Blackboard. Vote for your favorite art piece in a Google form that will be sent out in an email. The winner will win a gift certificate to purchase supplies that will help them to continue to hone their craft as an artist.
In addition to our art battle this year, we are also going to celebrate another area of the arts, vocal and instrumental music. Mr. B, Mr. McFarland, Miss Lampard, and Miss Drysdale traveled to Cuba with some of our music students in February. We are thrilled to have the students share their trip experience with us this morning. Let's first hear from Anna about her preparation before leaving for Cuba and how the group planned to help the community when they arrived.
As this was a music-centered trip, we had to meet early on Thursday mornings to practice the pieces we would be performing. We also had a workshop with Steve Mancuso, a percussion expert. We were given the opportunity to experiment with common Cuban rhythms through different instruments such as congas and bongos. He also taught us a song called Siento un Bombo that we performed several times while we were in Cuba and will be performing for you at the end of this assembly. One of the initiatives that we took on before going to Cuba was gathering donations to bring to the Cuban schools and community centers. These donations mostly consisted of music stands and care packages that we put together. In the care packages, there were daily necessities such as toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, hand sanitizer, etc. This goal was reached by the help of everyone on the trip. Each of us donated $10 to our service committee, who then went out and purchased everything. After everything was purchased, it was distributed amongst us to put in our bags to bring to Cuba. Now, you may be wondering, why are we bringing in items instead of giving them money? Well, unlike most other countries, Cuba has two currencies, one for tourists and one for locals. Unfortunately, they don't have many things to spend the tourist money on, so giving them everyday items is a lot more beneficial to them than cash. Jamie will now share some information about Cuba's rich history.
Cuba was full of incredible history, which we got to learn about during our tours of Old Havana and various political monuments. We first went to Old City Havana, which was founded in 1519, and because of its location in the Bay of Havana, the town quickly became a stopping point for Spanish ships that were traveling between Europe and the Americas. It is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site with many fortresses and classical-style buildings. We also went to the Plaza del Cristo. The name refers back to the Church of Holy Christ, as sailors who were going to Spain or other parts of the Americas would ask for good luck and safety from God. From there, we visited the Jose Marti Memorial, situated within Revolution Square. Jose Marti was a prominent Cuban leader, author, and poet who helped spur the First and Second Wars of Independence from the Spanish and also worked to abolish slavery, which ended in 1886. The memorial has two parts. Approved in 1943, the tower of the memorial is 109 meters, or roughly 358 feet tall, with a statue of Marti in front of it. The second part is Revolution Square, one of the largest public squares in the world. It holds much importance since the square has hosted the mass of various popes with 1 million people in attendance, and also hosted the funeral of Fidel Castro. David Grace will now share the collaborative work we did with Cuban students.
On our trip, we participated in a cultural exchange and celebration of music with two different art schools. The musical talent at these two Cuban institutions was astounding. Performances ranging from bands to choirs to dance ensembles impressed us greatly. It was clear that these kids work with enthusiasm and vigor on their art, never losing sight of the spirit and fun that they were channeling. They'd readily stand up and dance or sing along to a song they knew the words to while we were performing. One of the schools was a middle school and the other a high school. Performing for them and then listening to them perform in turn was an inspirational experience. Here's a short clip of a performance we watched at the A.G. Caturla Art School.